What's up, traders? It is Andrew here coming at you with a weekly review. If you haven't caught the midweek review from Wednesday, make sure you go and check that video out so you can see Monday, Tuesdays, and Wednesdays trade. Get caught up with that. I'll cover them briefly here just so you kind of have an idea of where we're at. But if you want more in-depth analysis of how things went, where things went wrong, make sure you check that video out. We're going to try and speed bag this. Yeah, we're going to try and go through this pretty quick right now. Instead of spending too much time on this. So real quick, let's take a look at the calendar. Get the calendar up in front of us here. So as you can see, if you can do the math really quick, I am up 1,000 on the week. Not a bad week, all things considered. Just so that we're clear, I'm trading 3 different challenges right now. Essentially, I've got a 50K combine with Top Step, just one. And then I've got 10 50K Top Step X accounts that I'm copy trading with. And then I have my funded futures 100K funded account. All right, so those are the 3. Monday, we had one trade that was on the Top Step 50K. That was a nice little winner. It was actually a haphazard winner. If you want to know more about that, make sure you check out that prior video like I mentioned. Same thing with Tuesday. Went off the rails. This was on the funded account. Real hot mess. Shows 181 on the day, but actually my funded account is down 1,000, and then I made another 1,000 elsewhere with other accounts, my Top Step X and the 50K combine. So check that stuff out there. Had 2 losses on Wednesday, excuse me, not that bad. They were both pre-market losses at 751 and 816, and we're going to have a nice little chat about pre-market trades in just a little bit. And then you can see I went up 1,500 yesterday on 4 trades, and then went off the rails today with 20 trades. But we managed the damage, $314 loss, so not really the end of the world. And I think it was only down 500 to at max for the day, so really not that bad. So let's get into the trades real quick. So yesterday, took trades on gold. What the hell am I doing trading gold? Haven't mentioned gold once at all, ever. And I don't think I've ever actually taken gold trades except for right here, right now. I was just kind of tired of the way that the indices have been moving Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. We were stuck in the tightest of ranges, and I just was getting bored and wanted to find something that was actually trending. And one of the guys in the Black Shirt Club has been talking about trading gold. So I wanted to see what's what. And I jumped in, and he was talking about getting in a short, saw it, liked the way that it was holding the high of day anchor, took it short, made a little bit of money. As you can see, missed a big part of the move, but then caught it on the rebound when it got underneath the daily, which we can take a look at that right here. So once we get back below and we consolidate, this was actually low of day. So we were holding that up real nice. I like the pressure that it was coming back up into the daily with. So when it broke back above, I took a long, dealt with some heat, closed half the contracts there, because again, I don't trade gold, so I really didn't know what to expect. Probably a little prudent because I would have had a nice clean win on this. Could have actually let this thing run all day, but again, I don't trade gold, so I don't really know what I should be anticipating, and I really didn't want to get caught with my pants down and end up taking a loss on this. So I just, when I saw money, took money, moved on. Then I actually got into what I was truly planning to trade today. This was the first day of the week that we actually had some news that could have shook some things up. So it really wasn't like the biggest event of news, but it was definitely impactful. It was nice to have a good red folder day because it did create some nice trend. So the plan is get through the first 15 minutes of the market, then find my trade. So that's exactly what we did here. So we get into the open, bearish at the open, fall below the daily. We hold up nicely, kind of like gold just did, right? So, and then as soon as we break back above, this I believe is the low of day anchor right here. As soon as we get it back above that, I didn't really even feel like waiting for it to get back above the high of day. I just wanted to get the better price, and jumped in along there and just caught a nice clean trending long trade on ES. And as you can see, I exit here. The only reason I exited the trade at that point is because I was taking these trades on the 50K combine. The 2 gold trades in this trade were on the 50K combine account. And if you're familiar with Top Step, you cannot make more than 50% of the profits on any given day when you're in the challenge phase. So I had to close out there. That was exactly $1,500 for the day, and just clean things up at that point. Moved on to other accounts. So that was Top Step combine account. Then I went over to the Top Step X accounts, and I was just trading some small stuff with that. My goal with those accounts is, since I'm copying to 10 of them, is to be very methodical and very specific about the trades that I take. And I'm not looking to swing for $1,000 trades. I'm looking for $100, $200, $300 hits, 500 max if I can squeeze that. So that's the plan with the Top Step X accounts. And I took this short on NASDAQ. So the only reason I didn't stick with ES at that point is because it seemed overextended. I was anticipating a bit of a pullback, and I didn't want to try and short that against the trend. So I figured I'd do it with NASDAQ. Why not? So we hit this high a day wall and bounced off of it, and I just kind of saw a lot of resistance. I like these pins on top, so I decided to get short. Knew that I wouldn't be able to just sit in this, for it. Like, my target wasn't, for it to fall back down to the daily. I knew that that wasn't going to be the case. So took some small profits here once we got down below, and then flipped my bias. So you can see this is where I'm getting out of my shorts, and then now we're actually putting more pressure against this high of day zone here again. So now I'm liking the long. So I get into a long, make a little bit of money on the Top Step X account there. Then I actually switched over to my funded futures account, my 100K account, and I'm $1,000 down in that. I like the setup that we had coming on ES and thought maybe I might be able to, catch another good trend with ES. Unfortunately, we had some bond news that came in here, right? So me and a few other members in the group were actually in this trade, and it's a real nice clean trade, right? We have a nice healthy pullback. We set in a higher low here and then get back above that higher day anchor, so it's just setting up really nice. I catch the long a little late, which is unfortunate because I actually caught the break. That extra couple ticks right there, and I'll explain why in a second, would have helped me out. So once we get chopping around in profit, I hear that the news is coming. Like, the news wasn't even really red folder news per se. It was just bond news. But we've been studying bond news for a little while now. We know that there's the off chance that it could really shake things up, and actually create a lot of volatility. So I locked the stop because I didn't want to get caught in just this aggressive bearish candle that was just going to wipe the trade out entirely, especially considering it was my funded account. So just trying to protect where I'm at. So I trailed the stop, I trailed it up to my entry. Unfortunately, came back, got tapped out, and then it went the other way. So, oh well, too bad. Then we can move on to Friday. That was the last trade I took. After that, I was done for the day. I didn't need anything else. So then we get to today. Again, here we are, pre-market, loss, move over, try to take a second swing, loss. I'll pull the chart up in a second. We can take a look at that. Then I come back in the afternoon and I take 9 trades again. Oh no. I was only down, I think, 450 after those 2 trades. I could have just called it a day. I had other stuff to do. I really didn't need to sit here and try and figure all this out. But you can see, just getting chopped around. I actually made some decent money on ES. I caught the trends pretty nicely on ES. But the NASDAQ stuff is it was just too much. And really all it is let's pull up trading view here. Really what it is we're stuck in this range. There's no clear trend. There's no more volume. There's no more volatility. So there's nothing to really push us in any one direction. And because there's no clear direction, I don't really know where my risk should be. Should I be long? Should I be short? Where's the play invalidated? Well, there is no way of really knowing when the play is invalidated because I don't know if this is that, I don't really see this as going up or down right now. And even when it does look like, we're breaking above the daily, maybe now we're going to go long. No, we're not. Look how long it took us to get there. So it's stuff like this that just really disappoints me because at the end of the day, this is the sort of trading that I don't need. But again, it's not a bad week. 2 bad days of trading where I just really went off the rails. Again, if you really want to know what happened on Tuesday, go back, check out that other video. The biggest lessons for this week, right? Big takeaways. Don't trade the pre-market. Find some goddamn discipline. Because these 27 and 20 trades, I got to get back to the point where I'm looking at the charts and I can just, with clear conviction, say to myself, you don't need to be taking these trades. There is no trend here. These aren't your trades. Just stay out. Be patient. Wait. Come back tomorrow when you're fresh. So, the plan for next week, let's see what news we have. I think we have PPI and CPI, right? It's today. No news on Monday, so probably not going to be am I kidding? I'm going to be at the desk on Monday. But, if there's no real clear trending, if there's no breakout, if we're not getting out of yesterday's highs or lows, then I might not take any trades. And then we have some core PPI on Tuesday. Chairman Powell speaking on Tuesday as well. So that ought to make things real interesting for us. And then we got good news on Wednesday as well. So and some stuff on Thursday that might shake things up, and then Waller speaks on Friday, which I don't really know how impactful that's going to be, but definitely a lot more news going on next week. So we should have some more volume, some more volatility. So we should be able to catch some good trends in the market and actually make some money. And the goal for next week is going to be to pass that 50K combine. I want to get that a second funded account so that I have that waiting in the wings. It should alleviate some of the pressure that I have with the current funded account, and take away some of the stress of like taking some losses on that and ending up taking some heat. So that's the plan for next week. If you're still watching, I appreciate you sticking around. Thank you so much for watching the video. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them in the comment section below. Subscribe so that you can catch the rest of the, more of these reviews as they come out, and you can kind of keep tabs on what I've got going on. Follow me on Twitter, TraderAMR. I usually post my trades on there, and there's a lot of things going on the back end with the Blackshirt Club in terms of ASFX TV, Austin's podcast, the Day Trading Show. Always getting good interviews on that, so keep tabs on that. You can keep up with me on there, and subscribe so that you can keep up with this shit. What am I even talking about anymore? Get the hell out of here. It's Friday. Enjoy the weekend. See you guys next week.